AI-generated code is transforming software development, but is it truly reliable? Hidden beneath its convenience lies a world of issues that could jeopardize your entire project. Stay tuned as we expose the unseen risks of AI-generated code and what you can do to stay ahead. Hey tech geeks, let's uncover the hidden dangers of AI-generated code. First and foremost, cybersecurity is one of the biggest concerns when using AI-generated code. AI models often rely on public datasets to learn from, which means they might introduce security vulnerabilities without developers realizing it. For example, AI can unintentionally generate SQL injection vulnerabilities, weak encryption practices, or even hard-coded credentials. Without human oversight, these risks could lead to security breaches, data leaks, or even full-scale cyberattacks. Even large corporations are not immune. AI-generated code could contain patterns that attackers can exploit because AI doesn't fully comprehend security best practices like an experienced developer would. So, what's the solution? Never trust AI-generated code blindly. Always conduct security audits, use static analysis tools, and follow secure coding guidelines to minimize vulnerabilities. Another hidden pitfall of AI-generated code is the use of outdated or deprecated libraries. AI doesn't always check whether a library has been abandoned or if there are known vulnerabilities associated with it. Let's say an AI assistant suggests using a specific library to implement authentication. That library might have been secure a few years ago, but today it could have major vulnerabilities. Without a human verifying the recommendation, developers might unknowingly introduce security flaws into their projects. To prevent this, always verify the libraries AI suggests. Check for active maintenance, security advisories, and the latest updates before integrating them into your project. Have you ever tried debugging code you didn't write? Now imagine debugging something written by an AI that doesn't think like a human. One major issue with AI-generated code is the lack of context and clarity. Since AI generates code based on patterns, it may introduce inefficient logic or solutions that are difficult to maintain. If a development team relies too heavily on AI-generated code, they might struggle to understand, modify, or scale it effectively. So, what's the best practice? Always review and document AI-generated code. Encourage your team to refactor and optimize AI-generated snippets before merging them into production. Imagine building a new feature only to find that AI-generated code breaks compatibility with your existing systems. Since AI doesn't always understand the full architecture of your application, it might produce code that conflicts with your framework, API versions, or even other dependencies. For example, an AI might generate Python 3.10 code when your project is running on Python 3.7, causing immediate compatibility issues. Or it could use API that have been deprecated, leading to unexpected errors. What can be its solution? Make sure AI-generated code aligns with your project's specifications, framework versions, and architectural constraints before integrating it. AI-generated code is not always optimized for performance. It may create inefficient algorithms, redundant loops, or excessive memory usage, leading to performance bottlenecks. Poorly optimized AI-generated code can slow down applications, increase server costs, and degrade user experience. The solution is to always benchmark AI-generated code, refactor inefficient logic, and optimize resource-intensive operations before deployment. While AI excels at generating functional code, it often lacks the creativity and problem-solving skills of human developers. AI relies on patterns and existing solutions, which means it may struggle with novel or complex problems. Relying too much on AI can stifle creativity in coding, leading to generic solutions rather than groundbreaking innovations. So, what are the takeaways? Use AI to assist, but let human ingenuity drive innovation in software development. One often overlooked risk of AI-generated code is the lack of accountability. When human developers write code, they take ownership of their work, ensuring quality and reliability. However, AI-generated code lacks a clear author, making it difficult to determine responsibility when things go wrong. Without clear accountability, debugging and troubleshooting can become a nightmare. Who is responsible when AI-generated code fails? Who ensures its accuracy and compliance with best practices? These questions become even more crucial in enterprise settings where accountability is key. The solution is to always attribute AI-generated code to a human reviewer or team. Establish clear policies on AI-assisted development and ensure that any code generated by AI is thoroughly reviewed before deployment. Finally, let's talk about copyright concerns. AI learns from publicly available code, but not all of that code is open source or legally reusable. Some AI models might generate code snippets that closely resemble copyrighted content, putting developers at risk of legal disputes. If a company unknowingly integrates AI-generated code that violates copyright laws, they could face lawsuits or have to rewrite major portions of their project. To stay compliant, always review AI-generated code against licensing requirements. Tools like GitHub's Copilot have built-in warnings, but it's still best to double-check before using AI-generated content in commercial projects. AI-generated code is a powerful tool, but it's not a silver bullet. Cybersecurity risks, outdated dependencies, lack of clarity, compatibility issues, and much more make it crucial for developers to stay vigilant. So, what are the key takeaways? Use AI as an assistant, not a replacement. Human oversight, security audits, and proper documentation are essential to leveraging AI-generated code effectively. What do you think about AI-generated code? Have you faced any of these challenges? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into tech and software development. I will see you in the next video. Until then, let's keep learning together.